Hello guys, KP Chamino here with a new video for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And I'm finally going to show you guys my solo lone wolf build on Lune. So I played a lot solo with her on expert level. I'm now, I think, somewhere over the half in Act 2. So sometimes you need to take a couple of other party members on certain bosses. But most of the time this build will give a lot of fun because you destroy stuff and will allow you to play a lot of content solo. So I'm going to give you guys a guide. So we are going to start first with the spells that she is using, why I'm using those spells, the skills, the attributes, and the weapon. So first of all, for Lune, everything is about stains. So what are stains? You got 5 types of stains. They all are representing a kind of elemental. And if you got a certain amount of stains or a certain color of stains, you can cast certain spells. So that's roughly said. So you need to find somewhere a source that you can get the stains on. So you can see here the weapon. So she will put like in those sockets a stain. So I like to use this one, Trebuchim. The most people say that Krelim is better for this, but I like Trebuchin a little bit more. Why is that? Because it generates a random stain on free aim shot, so you can just shoot. If you got enough AP points, it's really fun. So sometimes you need 1 or 2 stains more and you just shoot on the enemy a couple of times and you got them. And then you get 1 AP when stains are consumed. So I like to play a little bit more than this one. Krelim is another one, so this one and this one, those 2 weapons are the best. Because what is the problem with Krelim? That it's, in my opinion, a little bit harder to get the stains. So for this build, I'm using this weapon. Then the next step. So you can see that I got 81 in Vitality, I got 37 in Might, and I got Agility 50. You think by yourself, why does he not got crit? Because I got Pictos from the Gestral Arena. So that's very important. The Gestral Arena is the place that you need to go, because there they are giving 4 Pictos purely for solo play. I use them all, so that's mandatory in the build. You can enter that already really quick. I'm not sure that I can still show you guys it now. So you can enter that area really quick, but before that area, if you want to have critical strike, be sure that you use this one. So there is 1 Pictos that is mandatory before the Gestral Arena. So let's have a look that I can find it. I think I can do it this way. This is a little bit easier. So you do this. Go to the Luminous. Like this. And then see. And here you can take offensive. So this is a little bit better. So let's have a look that I can find it. Here. Critical burn. So if the target is burning, you got 25% increased critical chance. This is very good before you go to the Gestral Arena. Just throw an immolation on the enemy and you got 25% crit. So that's a little bit side info. So now I'm going to talk about the spells. So the spells are very important. So Elemental Trick is synergizing with Elemental Genesis. Why? So you can see what is this going to do. Deal slow single target ice, fire, lightning and earth damage 4 hits. So critical hits generate the corresponding stains. So what does that mean? So you will get, if you got crit 100%, you get ice, fire, lightning and earth. But there is one big problem. Because if enemies are immune, you will not get the stain. So that's problematic. So therefore, I got a couple of other spells too. Why is he so good with Elemental Genesis? Because Elemental Genesis is going to deal extreme damage to all enemies, 8 hits. Each hit deals damage in a random element and can only be used and cast with those 4 elements. that you get with this. So you get the 4 elements needed for elemental genesis. So this is a combo. But like I said, it's not always working. So for example, I do elemental trick and I only got 2 of those elementals. I shoot with my aim, I get 4. On that moment, you cannot use elemental genesis anymore, or you need to be very lucky. Therefore, I got Mayhem in the build and Lighting Dance. Mayhem is going to do 4 attacks, but it's a lot of damage too. And then Lighting Dance is Destroyer. So deals very high single target, lightning damage 6 hits, critical hits trigger an additional hit. So that means we got 100% crit, by the way, that is 12 attacks. So that's a little bit a combo. So elemental trick doesn't work, then you need to shoot a couple of times, 4 stains, mayhem or lighting dance. Depends a little bit how many AP points you got, because this is 3 and this is 7. Then I got Wildfire too. It's sometimes handy. Wildfire is very strong. If you go to packs that you want to kill really quick, use that one. So that's very good. Then another thing that I like to use is Healing Light, just to heal yourself a little bit. But with this build, you don't need to heal yourself that much because you do way too much damage. So that's it a little bit. So that was a combination of the spells. The stats are here, you can see it, and the weapon. And now I'm going to talk about something very important, the Pictos. Okay guys, for the Pictos, so what I like to use is a less 10 critical in the main sockets, and this is the one that I said to you guys. You will get this from the Gestral Arena. 100% critical chance while fighting alone. So therefore you don't need to take luck on this build. Therefore, you don't need to stack critical strike. You already got 100% critical strike chance. This is the most important one, because everything you get 50% more damage. The Genesis is going to work with the elemental triggering spell. What was it called? So it's very important that you got this. So if it does not work, like you see here, you probably still need to get these Pictos. Then the next one is Healing Counter. I like that a lot. If you parry, you will get 25% health back. And their recovery is mandatory too. You get an insane amount of health on it, an insane amount of defense, and recover 10% health on turn start. So where do you need to get it? I think it's in the Red Forest, if I'm not mistaken. I got a video about it. It's going to cost 19,000 chroma. At the start, I know that's a lot, but be sure that you get it. 2,000 health, that's crazy. It's going to save your life a lot of times. So now I'm going to talk about the Luminous. So let's have a look, and I will do some information on the side why it's important. So the first one is augmented attack. So with the Pictos that I use, if I do just the basic attack, I will attack 2 times and I get 4 AP points for that. That's very important. So I just took this one to increase base attack to do a little bit more damage. Then breaking counter, just to break, because Mayhem can break a target if the break bar is full. Therefore it's here. It's always handy if you can break an enemy, for sure bosses, because they are sitting there, you can do a shitload of damage. Burning shots, chance to burn a free aim shot. It's not a lot of luminous points. I took it, it's not really mandatory. If you start and you don't have yet 100% crit, this is mandatory with the burn crit that I showed you guys. So you can just shoot, it burns, and you get 25% with other Pictos with this one. But it's not at the moment mandatory. Then I'm going with Glass Cannon, but you need to watch it a little bit with Glass Cannon. I took it. It's 25% more damage, but you take 25% more damage too. So if you feel squeezy, don't use this. It's not worth it. Luna is doing more than enough damage, but I got a steady HP float going, so I don't need to worry that much. So let's go. Then we got Marking Shot. Always very easy that you get a mark on. Not easy, but always very good that you got a mark on. More DPS, and it's only 3 points. Then Solo Fighter. Once again, second Pictos from the Gestral Arena. Very important. Deal 50% more damage if fighting alone. Just straight on 50% more damage. And it's 1 point. So therefore that arena is very good. So take it. Then the next one. This is from the arena too. Acceleration less stand. Gain rush if fighting alone. So you always got rush on. Rush is that your speed is buffed. So you will see if we go to the gameplay. I can attack so many times. The enemies are not going to attack 2-3 times after each other. So that's because of this and a lot of speed. Then the next one, augmented counter. So 25% increased counter damage. I'm not sure it scales with augmented counter too. I'm not really sure, because that means that they are doing just the same. 25 plus 50 is 75% increased counter attack damage. That's a lot. So that's on a parry. So, but I took them both. Then the next one, breaking shots. Once again, we are using a lot of free aiming. Increased break damage with free aim shots. Then that energy 2. I just took that 3 AP, only 2 points if you kill an enemy. Very good for packs, but most of the time packs don't survive that long. Then empowering less stand. This is the 4th Pictos from the arena. Gain powerful if fighting alone. So you got the entire time powerful on. So yeah, that's a no-brainer, you know. Then energizing parry. So a no-brainer once again. You parry, you get 1 AP point. Every parry. So if an enemy is attacking you 6 times and you can parry 6 times, you're totally full on AP. And that's very important. Therefore, it's 15 points too. So the developers know this is a very important one. Most builds use it. Then exposing attack. Base attack applies defenseless for 1 turn. I took that so that the enemy takes a little bit more damage too. Not really mandatory at the start, but later on I think it's very good. Because I use a lot of base damage to get 4 AP really quick. Then the next one is protecting less stand. And I think this was from the arena too. But I think this is already the 5th one. Gain Shelly fighting alone, once again a no-brainer. Then staggering attack to do more break damage, that you can break the enemy. Then augment aim, 50% increased free aim damage, why not? This one I already talked about. Combo attack 1. Base attack has 1 extra hit, be sure that you take that. So therefore you see me attacking 2 times, because of combo attack. Dodger, very important too. Yeah, not very important, but it's handy. So it's only, you can only get, if you dodge, you get 1 AP point, but only once. So compared with the parry, this is a little bit less, but yeah, it's only 1.2. Then energizing attack, very important too. 1 AP on base attack, but I do 2 of them. So therefore you will see that I get so much AP back if I do a base attack. First strike, very important too. Most of the time I do, if I start, I do 2 turns. I'm not sure how that goes, but I think first strike you start, that's first strike, and then they just calculate the highest speed enemies with me, and then I go again. So therefore I can go 2 times. Healing parry, if you parry you get 3% health back, and that's it. So that are the Pictos. I know at the start you don't have them all, but try to go for them. That's very important. For sure the arena ones, that are the ones that you need to get as SEP as you can. And yeah, now we are going to have a look at the gameplay. Okay guys, I'm now in the Visage, so this is my farming spot. By the way, I'm always playing on expert, you can see it here. So let's get going. I reset everything. Why I'm not running with Luna? Because I don't like it when she flies. Oh, now she, yeah, I don't like that. So I always run with somebody that walks. Don't ask me why, but so this is an enemy that always is going to give material to upgrade your weapon to 90. So how do you approach it? Like I said, you always start with elemental trick. Always, because you want to go to Genesis. So here we go. So you just do this. We got the 4 stains, so that's already good. Yeah, I missed that one. It can happen. So now you can see I got only 2 AP points at the moment because I missed the parry. So that was bad play, otherwise I had 4. And I already could use Genesis. Now I need to wait 1 more turn. What do you do now? So you just do a basic attack. You need to watch my AP points. 4, 6. Here we go. And do you guys see the healing on the parry? Every time 160 HP. So now you can see I'm totally full. So it's only the second turn. So what can you do now is, we are going to use Elemental Genesis. I want to show you guys it. It's going to destroy this guy, by the way. So here we go. Yeah, the problem is, okay, I play on a 30 and sometimes the game is bugging a little bit on that. So this dude is dead. By the way, it's not an easy dude. This was combo number 1. Now I can show you guys a pack. So how do you approach a pack? A little bit similar. So here is a pack. So you can do, once again, you can do elemental trick. But what is the problem with this middle dude? He's going to dodge some stuff. So what can happen? That's why I said to you guys, this can happen with elemental trick, and therefore I got lightning dance and mayhem in the build. So this can happen. At some time you will understand it. Do you guys see that? Now I don't have stains. He dodged everything. Or they can be resist to that elemental, and now you're fucked. So I cannot use Genesis. So what is the plan on that moment? You just need to shoot. At some point you know what kind of enemies resist and dodge. I already know that normally I put elemental trick on this dude. So now we are going to shoot. That's very strong too, you can see it. So there is my first stained, second, third and fourth. So what? I'm very lucky, because I think that by accident I got once again the 4 colors needed for Genesis. So that was really lucky. Most of the time this is not happening. And then we do this to get 4 extra points. Yeah, they are now dead, because yeah. But I was really lucky that it happened. So normally that was very good to show you guys that elemental trick is not always working. But the problem was I couldn't show you guys the lightning dance or the mayhem. So can I show it here? Yeah, I'm going to do just the same. Because this dude got a shield. Shields are always good to show things. So now you can see I got 2 blues. That's ice, 1 earth and 1 fire. So now I cannot use Genesis. So I cannot use it. I can use lightning dance and mayhem. And we are going to do that. So let me have a look. I got so many points already. Yeah, I don't really want to kill him, but it's possible that I kill... Yeah, I'm going to kill him again. So we need to do it on the... We need to do it on another stronger guy here. So there is another single guy that spawns in, but I'm just going to reset. Therefore, this is my grinding spot for experience. And this, by the way, if you didn't saw it yet, that video, you can just farm here the resplendent chroma catalyst the entire time, because that first big dude always drops it. There is a second one here too. I can show you guys it really quick. So we are going to rest now, respawn everything in, and then we go again. So now I'm going to show you guys the other 2 single target spells that I use. So we are going to do just the same. So now we are going to shoot 4 times. Basic attack. Now we are going to need to parry. And now you can see we got 9. And now you need to watch this. Lightning Dance. It's crazy, this one. Here we go. So that works really well too. So that's Lightning Dance. And now to end the video, I will run really quick to the other side, to the other dude. Or I can reset this one again to show you guys the Mayhem. What's that going to do? Here we go, rest again. Here we go. So Mayhem is the weakest of all 4. But the thing is that... did you guys saw the 1400 HP? That's by the way the Pictos. That you get 15% on a counter attack. Therefore it's so good. Like, it healed me so much. So, this is the weakest, but it's only 3 points. You can use that really quick. So at the start you're probably going to use a little bit more Mayhem than the other 2. Because yeah, you don't have all those Pictos that are generating all the AP. But it's still strong. So you can see... Here we go. So that's 40,000 damage and I just broke him. Because Mayhem is a break spell. So that's it guys. Really fun to play. By the way, this is not a starting zone. This is already Act 2. Somewhere just after the middle. So it looks really easy. But if you don't do the damage what I just did, it can take some time. So that was for the video guys. Enjoy the build. And I'm going to play a little bit more. Now the main quest, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.